We're back.
Hey, we sound amazing.
I know.
I would say. What's up, Nick?
I'm doing all right. I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunday morning, afternoon.
I know. It took me 7 hours to get here. Crazy.
It's faster if you take the boat.
It really is. I drove here. I drove to Astoria from Staten Island.
Yeah.
And it was man, do I feel like a piece of shit. I just sat there in cars,
Well,
you know,
where was the traffic on the bridge?
on the bridge. Yeah, because
Where's
someone,
everybody going?
huh?
Where's everybody going?
It's Sunday, so people are either going to the beach or coming back from the beach. They're visiting somebody.
Fuck that, dude.
You know, people like to go to Brooklyn to go see like their aunt who like slaughters lambs in her backyard.
That's fair.
You
That's
know?
fair. I would like to see that.
Yeah.
I would very much like to go.
I have an Aunt Sandy who does that.
She slaughters lambs.
She used to, or she would make like for Easter, she would make rabbit stew, and she would make all of her. Not me, I was too young for it, but all of her kids.
Yeah.
Raised the rabbits, and then one day they just disappeared, and
They
then
just-
they ate them on Easter.
Did they know?
They found out. Well, they were eating the soup.
While
Yeah.
they were eating the soup, they realized that they were eating their friends.
Yeah. So okay, we'll we'll play the role here. I'll be Nona, and you'll be
Okay.
Stan.
Yeah.
Stan, you raised this rabbit,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you picked it out. You went to the rabbit store,
Uh huh.
and you loved your rabbit.
I fed this rabbit.
You fed this rabbit.
Uh-huh.
You made it nice and fat.
Yeah.
And then one day the rabbit was gone.
Uh huh.
Now, a day later, it's Easter Sunday.
Uh-huh.
All of the families are over. There's some really good soup. It's
Uh-huh.
delicious.
Yeah. I love a soup. It's true.
And now me as Nonna will go, you like the soup?
I do like the soup.
That's a rabbit. That's a you rabbit. And then you cry. That's
Well, that's extra salt for the soup.
oh yeah,
It is.
exactly.
That's-
You cry into the soup.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
That's like you watch South Park, right?
I love that shit.
Remember when Cartman made that kid eat his parents?
Yes,
It's like that.
hilarious. Kidding me? That I was still like kind of young when
Yeah.
that one came out,
Yeah,
and I went nice.
yeah. Wait, what year were you born again?
96.
Oh, you were born in the year South Park debuted.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think
was-
that's why there's something wrong.
I was 12.
You were 12. Yeah, so you were still impressionable.
Yeah. When it came out, so I remember that summer, I went to visit my aunt in Houston, and like they were like this huge. It wasn't even a big deal. It was like this new show. It's animated on Comedy Central, whatever. I was like, all right, cool. And then I think the first episode was the alien episode with the anal probe.
Anal Probe is the first episode.
Yeah.
I used to have the first season
Did
on
you?
DVD. So.
So,
That's how I discovered the early episodes.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, that was the year. I turned 12 that year. When
Nice.
When it debuted. So
Right. Were anal probes a big thing? Did you know about anal probes?
I was aware of them, yeah, because
Nice.
that was a thing in like the '90s, like late '80s, early '90s. That was a thing, like it was always hillbillies. It was always like guys in like the country that would be like, I got probed by an alien. I was like, was
Right.
it an alien?
Did you have a gay experience,
was
or
it-
did an alien?
Yeah. Did you go to a bar, have too much moonshine, and then somebody put something in your butt? Is that what
Yeah,
happened?
because there's you play Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff ends up in your butt in that
Yeah,
game.
You just
I started replaying it, and I went to the guy,
Red Dead 2.
Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
And I went to the guy's house who
Yeah.
rapes you.
Yeah.
And man, I was pissed. I was pissed, man.
Especially because you remember it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I,
That does happen.
I burned his house down.
Yeah. Was he one of the what's that like weird gang?
I don't think so. I think he's just a guy.
Just a guy.
Yeah.
You know what that gang reminds? Like, what are they called? The O'Driscolls?
Oh
no,
yeah.
No. What were the?
There's
the
like
ones
700 gangs in that game.
you know the weird inbred ones in the woods?
Murfrees.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah.
That, okay. You know who they remind? You ever watch? Oh, It's Always Sunny.
Yes.
The McPoyles. They always remind me of the McPoyles.
Ah, okay. They just remind me of home.
So I have a little bit of.
You got juice?
news. Yeah.
Nice.
Your boy went viral
You went
a
viral?
little bit
Ah!
on the TikTok. Thank
Round
you.
of applause
Thank
for
you.
Stan.
Thank you. So there's a.
So you're leaving the podcast?
Well, listen, there's only so much I can do with $40. So I don't know how this works, but I got last I checked I had 33,000 likes
Whoa.
and 430,000 views.
What was the video?
So I stitched another video. It was a guy that's cooking, and he goes, actually, I'll play it. I
Yeah,
think-
it's your video, right? You own the content,
I don't know how
right?
this works.
I guess TikTok kind of
they
owns
did take it down. They took it down for a day.
Really?
And I had to
Why?
appeal.
Did you say the F word?
No,
Did you say the N word?
no,
Did you say the C word?
no.
Did you say I support any country other than China?
That's probably what it was.
Oh, okay.
I should have. No, so this is. Let me see. I'll put the ball. Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you've heard of chicken nuggets, but have you ever had a Nick and Chug It? The fuck you just call me? I'm sure
That's it. That's it.
All
Simple.
right, I don't see a
Right to the
problem with
point.
that.
31,000 likes, 429,000 views.
Whoa, the people love it.
Yeah, they were all about it.
The
all
people
about
have spoken.
it. Still getting likes are still rolling. It's slowed down. It's slowed down since then. So
It always does.
Yeah.
But that's okay. That means
Yeah.
You know what that means? It means you got the high.
yeah.
You got to keep chasing the dragon.
Yeah. Oh, I've
You gotta keep
never done
chasing.
heroin, but this is what it feels like for sure.
This is heroin.
100%.
Now you've got an instant gratification
Yeah, yeah.
for you said fucking 4 words.
Yeah.
And now you got to keep doing that.
Uh-huh.
You got to keep reacting.
All
to
praise
shit.
the almighty algorithm.
That's right.
Like
That's right.
our supreme leaders in China they got me.
Well, China is a sponsor of this podcast.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how or why.
They listen. That's yes.
Yeah.
Like this is gonna clips of this are gonna go on TikTok.
Absolutely. That's why we
Yeah.
haven't booked any gay people.
Right. Not yet.
No, exactly. We won't. Yeah, we will.
There's plenty of good gay people we could book.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
I love them.
Oscar.
Fucking
Hayden?
Oscar's in.
Love Oscar.
Hell yeah. I love everybody.
Yeah.
You know, except for this like
Are there
several
any-
people.
Are there any non-fun gay people?
Non-fun gay people?
Maybe that one guy, the wheelchair guy, the congressman,
Who's that?
the congressman in the wheelchair. What's his name? Morgan.
Oh,
Madison?
Morgan gay cripple.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh,
Yeah, he's not a fun gay.
no, he's
He's
boring.
an asshole.
He's an asshole.
Yeah,
Well, wait. So he's a politician?
I think he was. Well, he is, but
Mm-hmm.
I think they took his he lost re-election or something. He lost something.
Mm-hmm. Is he a Democrat?
No. Not at
Wow,
all.
Republican gay cripple.
Yeah,
That guy should run for president.
he'd probably win.
Yeah.
Oh, people would love him.
Just say something really hateful. Find one group.
You know that that meme where someone posed at a funeral, like at the grave.
Oh yeah.
You ever see that meme?
No.
It's like this some bro that poses at a meme or whatever.
Okay.
And the day the Roe v. Wade
Mm-hmm.
decision came down, he posted that meme, but like he
And wrote
put-
Roe v. Wade on it.
No. He put he had pictures of babies. I was like, God damn.
I like that. He's got my vote.
God, I was like, God damn. I reposted it and I tagged him in it, and I was like, I called him a whole bunch of things that
Nice.
Yeah, I was
Good.
like,
You don't mind getting some smoke
Oh
on,
no, I don't
online.
give a shit. Let me
You'll
see if I
start
can-
some fights.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I wonder if I could find it. I posted. I don't know if I posted it to my story or if I posted it to my feed. I guess not. I guess not.
No.
Anyway, I thought it was funny.
I'm still getting messages.
From
Now it's from my landlord, man.
about what? Like this?
For rent that I don't owe.
Come on.
Yeah, I know,
That's-
right?
That's bullshit.
Yeah, I'm gonna visit them. They live in Brooklyn. I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna fight them.
Okay, I found it.
Okay.
All right. This is what he did.
Already hilarious.
Yeah.
I think I've seen this.
Yeah,
I probably saw it on yours.
posted, yeah. So I wrote, this is just a friendly reminder that Madison Cawthorn is a bitch.
Okay.
Not just any run-of-the-mill bitch. He's in a class of bitch all to his own. You raggedy, no legs having, butt chugging, I definitely sexually assaulted a child face having piece of shit. I hope one day you get the feeling back in your toes just so you can stub them every single day. Every single day, you feckless asshat. You
Nice.
limp dick, shriveled sacked having impotent loser. What a fucking cuck you are. I hope your ex-wife Christina enjoys the long life, enjoying the blackest and biggest of penises, and sends you videos for the rest of your worthless life. I hope your brother Zachary gets explosive diarrhea every hour on the hour. I hope the Paralympics calls you just to say you suck. Go suck on a railroad spike.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Unfortunately, he didn't respond.
No?
No.
You know, these people, they don't respond when you
No.
say nice things to them.
Right.
It's insane, man.
Right?
You know how long I had to harass the Baha Men before I got a
Wait, what?
response?
Wait, what?
Yeah, you didn't know I did this?
No.
Oh, okay. So this is going from like 17 to like 19.
For those that don't know, the Baja Men are the geniuses that brought us who
Let the
who
dogs
let
out.
the dogs out.
Yeah. And Bahaman roller coaster ride.
This is a roller coaster ride.
Well, it's the song Hawaiian roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
But Bahamas.
Oh my god.
So there's more guns.
Okay.
And- what else do they have? They have
They have more
Gin
songs than
and
that?
Coconut Water. Great song.
Come on. No.
That's a great song.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's about
There's no
gin
way.
and coconut water.
Better than rum and Red Bull. That's a good song.
Yeah, but so there's also Caribou Lou. You ever hear Caribou
I've
Lou?
never heard Caribou
No,
Lou.
it's Tech Nine. I love Tech Nine.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Uh,
So it's the Baja Men and Tech Nine?
No.
Oh,
That'd
it's just Tech Nine.
That would be the greatest music I've ever heard. I would love that. No. So when I was, like I guess 17 to like 19, I on every day I tagged the Baha Men and claimed they were the greatest band on earth. And it took about a year and a half to get a response from the Baha Men.
What did they say?
Well, I finally got a response on Facebook when I had done a short film for a college film
Yeah.
in Ithaca, New York. And I spent the whole time there complaining about the city of Ithaca.
Okay.
And I said, 3 things everyone must know. First of all, my greatness.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Second of all, the Baha Men are the greatest band on earth, bar none. And third of all, Ithaca, New York is a trash city and should be burned to the ground. And then the Baha Men, because I tagged them,
Yeah.
responded, "Hey, Nick, we have a lot of fans in Ithaca, New York. Maybe lighten up."
I love how the Baja Men are telling you to chill out.
Yeah, and
That's
then I wrote
definitely
back, "No, you don't. You don't have fans in Ithaca. But you have one fan in Staten Island, and that's what matters." Love those guys.
Did they respond to that?
They liked it. They gave
All
me a
right.
heart.
That's
And
okay.
then they retweeted me a couple times.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's very much the opposite of what I did. From
Well, you're not supportive of your
for
heroes.
for 3 months after the free agency opened in July, I guess it was July of 2010 when LeBron James went to the Miami Heat. I scheduled my tweets where every day I called him a very not nice word.
Can you say the word?
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's one of those.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, why'd you do that?
I was very upset as a Knicks fan.
As in, because this is the thing about Knicks
We
fans.
cleared up so much cap space to get him.
Got rid of everything for him.
Just like, fuck everything. And we walked away with Amari Stoudemire, which I'm fine with. I liked Amari Stoudemire.
You guys had a great run.
Yeah.
That Mello, Amari Stoudemire.
Well, that was after. Melo fucked that up.
Hmm.
Melo fucked because his draft class, they all Wade, Bosh, LeBron, they also looked ahead. So they waited a year to sign their extensions, and then they all became free agents at the same time. Melo didn't do it. He took the money early. He opted in early.
Right. He took the money.
So then when the CBA was coming up, he couldn't cash in, or it was either late or early. I can't remember but he fucked up. So he basically forced Denver to trade him so that the Knicks could sign him long term before the CBA was up, or else he would have lost out on some money. And then we basically gutted the roster. We traded, I think it was Felton, Wilson Chandler, picks, and we traded a lot to get him.
And he just didn't come.
No, he came.
Oh, you're talking about...
I'm talking about Melo. Oh, you talking about
LeBron?
LeBron? Yeah, LeBron didn't.
Nah. I remember Wilson Chandler.
Yeah, he was good for a little bit.
He was like a poor man's Brandon Ingram.
Yeah,
You know, I remember that guy. Raymond Felton was nice.
yeah. When he was still skinny.
Yeah, you guys had some pieces.
Yeah.
Now he's like Kyle Lowry,
Yeah,
but like not as good. But Kyle Lowry sucks too.
yeah.
I trashed that guy.
Who do we?
Fuck that guy.
Who did we sign?
You got Brunson.
Oh yeah. I'm like, I'm okay with that.
It'll give RJ some padding.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to do everything.
Right. Yeah.
Like you're still stuck with
Brunson's
Julius
pretty good.
Randle. Brunson's great. Are you kidding me? If you send him and you go, yeah, just pass every once in a while and score.
Yeah.
That'll be
He's
great.
the best point guard we've had in like 20 years.
He's a point guard.
Yeah.
That was a shooting guard.
Nah. Well, he shot.
He'll probably play point guard.
Yeah, he'll probably play point guard. He's the best actual point guard we've had since like skinny Ray Felton.
Gotcha. So what would your starting five be? 'Cause I would
Brunson.
Quickly.
Maybe actually. I saw
I would
people
say
saying like quickly at the 2, RJ, Randall, and Mitch.
Yeah. Who re-signed?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Maybe the Knicks their money isn't poisonous anymore.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You guys had a long run of people going like, I know you can afford it, but no.
Yeah. Well, I think as long as we keep signing, hiring people's dads as coaches, I think we'll be okay.
That's all you got to do,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Well, who's
Rick Brunson. We hired Rick Brunson. Former Nick, by the way. Former Nick.
Oh yeah.
And to be fair, he's also coached under Thibodeau most of his career.
Yeah, but what is
They have
Thibodeau done?
they have
I have
ties.
such a weird disrespect for Thibodeau.
I think Thibodeau is like the kind of guy he's a great coach for the first 2-3 years.
I don't even.
What-
I give you first 2-3 months.
Yeah.
He's a great coach.
Yeah. But like he's not really willing to change.
Well, that's the problem. If you're not going to change what you do in the playoffs, and then
Yeah.
people have you figured out, because
yeah.
that's like you. So you're preparing for up to 7 games.
Yeah.
Against the same people, you're gonna have to switch some shit up.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, I do what I do, and if I get there, it's great. If
He's
not-
old school in that way. Like he'll play the same 8 guys. Like he doesn't switch up lineups. But I love Tibbs. I've always been a fan. Like when he was assistant coach with the Knicks back in the day under Van Gundy, I was like, this is the guy who should be taking over. Here's the thing: what it all comes down to. By the way, the Knicks are getting fined and losing a draft pick for tampering, which is everybody fucking does it, but all of a sudden,
I feel like there's a tampering thing every year. Like
Yeah.
Miami got in trouble because of Kyle Lowry and
Yeah.
for tampering for that one.
yeah,
So I was like, I don't know.
we have plenty of draft picks. I don't give a shit.
They don't make you do the trade over, so fuck
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Whatever.
Like it's dumb. And the Heat actually got hit with tampering when Pat Riley came from the Knicks.
Oh, when they forgetting him.
Yeah. So
Well, he wanted to go to the Lakers.
well, he was already with the Lakers.
Yeah, and then he
he
went
went
to
to go back.
No, wait. There was something else. Oh no, it was with the Knicks. No, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, yeah.
He was on the Lakers, and then
He went to the Knicks.
yeah, there was something with the Knicks.
Yeah.
And then the Knicks didn't want to pay him, or they didn't want to give him full control.
They didn't want to
Some-
give him full control. He wanted
Right.
to be the GM, and they were like, nah. And then he was like, all right, I'm out.
All right, I'll just go to Miami.
Yeah.
and have a
Where
better
he
time.
ended up winning, 3 championships?
3. He's in the playoffs all the time. A couple
Uh,
finals appearances.
Yeah.
He's the Godfather.
Yep.
Yeah.
Big mistake.
Thanks, you cheap fuck. That's what's
you
wrong
wanna
with the
know-
Knicks. They don't
do-
want to pay.
Do you want to know the draft pick that we got from Miami?
Yeah, who'd you get?
You want to know?
Yeah.
Walter McCarty.
Ooh, that sounds like he should be the coach. That is not a player's name.
Here's the best part of Walter McCarty's career. He was in He Got Game. That's my favorite part of.
I do like that movie though.
It's a great movie.
I love that movie. Jesus, you named your guy Jesus.
Yeah.
Hell
This is my favorite moments of He Got Game.
Okay.
All right. Rosario Dawson, getting banged out in the Ferris wheel.
Hell yeah.
The clip of that old porn star Holly Hunter or Holly something. Basically everything that involves nudity and sex, I was into.
Yeah. That's all. All
Yeah.
that stuff's real good.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
Mila Jovovich getting fucking her black blown out.
She's in that movie.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Does Ray Allen fuck her?
No, Denzel does, I think. No, somebody else does,
Ah.
but somebody does.
Who does Denzel fuck? Does he fuck
I
anybody?
don't think he fucked anybody.
No, he's just the dad trying to make a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie is weird because I guess you spend a lot of it going like, fuck this guy. He's trying to get money out of his son.
I don't think
And
so.
then you go, oh, no, he's not. That's what they think he's doing.
But like, okay, here's the thing I've always said about it. Look, okay, I have a lot of not weird takes, but I have a lot of complaints about this movie. One, okay, Jesus was old enough to know that it was an accident.
Oh yeah,
So what the fuck?
that's the main
Why is he
problem
upset?
with that movie.
Yeah, why is he so upset? You what are you like 12 years old? You obviously.
Yeah, you saw it. You still blame this
I
guy?
would even
Because
say
you know what? He was still abusive. He was emotionally abusive,
sure,
and he was still like throwing her. and
but
shit.
also it was Jesus' fault. He kicked the basketball into the trees. That's probably a $30 basketball. They live in the
That's true.
projects.
That's true.
You
$30
know?
goes.
That's a low. That's like me. That's like dinner
That
for
was
a
supposed
week.
to be your basketball for 10 years.
Yeah, that was the one you were gonna like keep in like a glass case.
Right.
When you got to the league.
Right, when it had like no grip on it anymore. It was
Yeah.
just a cloth ball that
Yeah,
you
you're
couldn't
like, that's
shoot
the
with.
ball. That's the ball that my
Right.
dad.
Yeah,
you know?
and then on your 18th birthday, you get a new
You
basketball.
get a new basketball.
And then that's your basketball until you get into the league.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
You get it.
Right.
Jesus didn't get it.
And then, okay, so that's the first thing that always annoyed me about that movie. Second thing, he ends up going to the college that his dad was trying to get him to go anyway.
Right.
So why did he still
Why
end
the
up
fight?
in jail? Because he didn't go.
I think he was always going to go back to jail. That wasn't the deal.
I thought he was supposed to get. I thought it was like you get out if he goes to the school.
I think
I'll
it
let
was you get a shorter sentence.
Oh, all right.
So-
Well, that changes things then.
Yeah, because
Also-
they'll never let you out.
Okay, here's the other thing. Why is the school so close to the jail? Because remember when Denzel throws the basketball?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
And it ends up in the court. First of all,
Yeah.
what superhuman strength does he have to get it into the stadium through the
Fucking launch it. He's Denzel. He could
Yeah, that's
launch
true.
the ball
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah,
I think that was supposed to be Spike Lee's artistic choice.
yeah, I didn't like that. I was like that for
It
years.
looks it looks stupid.
yeah,
though.
for years I was like, why is this so close?
Yeah, it's supposed to be poetic. Spike, no,
No.
poetry
No,
here. No, sorry,
Uh,
Spike.
What else?
I like that it's the same plot as Star Wars.
Get into it.
Yeah. What's it called? He Got Game.
Uh
Star Wars.
huh.
If you just take Star Wars,
Uh-huh.
take the idea of Star Wars,
Put black people in it. Got
put black people in it, and put it in Coney Island.
it. Okay. Same movie.
He Got Game.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Father kills the mother, and it was kind of an
Oh.
accident. Then comes around knowing like, hey, like, listen, you're an athlete, and I want to help you out.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'll never join you.
Fair.
You know? And then eventually he's just like, oh, you're not a bad guy,
Yeah.
and goes on to be a basketball player or
Yeah.
a Jedi.
Yeah.
Same movie.
Also, there's also a deleted scene in Star Wars where Darth Vader is making a grilled cheese with an iron.
Yes. Well, actually, he makes it in the computer thing in his chest. It just opens. Yeah. And he hands it to Chewbacca.
Right.
Yeah.
Um,
But man, do I love He Got
He
Game.
Got Game is a very good movie though.
Yeah.
Like
There's movies that have problems, and you just have to be okay with it.
yeah, you suspend disbelief.
Yeah.
It's like you ever see like okay, here's another scene that I love. Like you know how Spike Lee uses the same actors in all those movies.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Remember the agent, the Italian guy, and then he's talking to Ray Allen, and Ray Allen's like, well, I kind of wanted a black agent. He's like, you're black, I'm white, money's green. And I was like, that's a fair point, sir.
I like that guy.
Yeah,
I'm sold.
yeah,
You know, and I would never trust an Italian.
right.
No, there's no shot.
No,
Jew, yes.
An Italian agent? Hell no.
Mm-mm.
No.
Nope. You're gonna make me meet some people that I don't want to meet.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna owe them something for some weird reason.
Yeah.
And now I can't get away from these
Don't
people.
want it. Don't want it. Now
No,
Jews.
no.
That's who. You
It's all
want.
about Jews.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Yeah. They'll tell me, don't talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Don't even talk to your family. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, that sounds great. Yeah.
You know who needs a Jewish agent?
Hmm.
Kawhi.
Kawhi. What? Who's his
Isn't
agent?
it like his uncle or something like that? Isn't Kawhi's uncle like his agent?
oh,
or
I
like
think
something like
so. Right? Yeah. It was,
Or like his dad? I think it's like somebody in his family.
I want to say uncle because I
Yeah.
remember when there was like issues with him going to L.A.
Yeah.
That they're saying like, well, the uncle needs plane tickets and
Yeah.
shit like that, and they're like, no, we're not
Yeah.
doing any of that. It's- Get the fuck out of here.
Have you watched any summer league at all?
I've watched some clips. I've heard Paolo is going off.
Paolo looks good.
I've heard Chet is going off,
Chet does look pretty good.
and then I love my boy Jovic.
Yeah.
He had a slow start, and then he got to it.
Well, the real summer league is coming up. Vegas summer league is coming up soon.
So that's one that counts.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like this past one, it wasn't. It's like
Mm-hmm.
fine, but it's like
Where can you just watch Summer League on TV?
yeah, I think it's on like NBA TV.
Yeah, is
Or
it like
on-
in the
on-
middle of the day and shit?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I think there's some Like the marquee games will be late
Mm-hmm.
because they do like a bunch of games a day. So it's like there are some early games.
Gotcha. All right.
Okay, so Chet looks like Slender Man, and it's scary. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to watch.
I feel like he will get hurt.
Did you see there was a highlight? First off, Kenny Lofton's son, who I didn't know played basketball, is I guess a rookie or
Okay.
whatever, and he was like, I guess he's a power forward or something like that. He's a big man, and there's a clip of him backing down Chet, and like it's like.
It's easy, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
it doesn't look hard at all. Although in his first game he had like 6 blocks. Chet. So I don't know.
I mean, so he's a good. I think Chet's good, but your concerns are correct.
Oh yeah, he's 120 pounds.
You're small.
Yeah.
How big is he? 6'9"?
Dude, he's like 7'2" or some shit.
Yeah, no, you can't do
He's
that.
thin. He looks.
Right.
He
You look
looks
hungry.
scary. You know, there was a picture I saw. It was him. I can't remember who the other guy was, but then there was that French guy who's supposed to get drafted next year really high.
Oh,
When-
Ousmane Dieng,
No,
that
no.
guy
That guy got drafted. Actually, the Knicks did take him and traded him
to the Thunder.
to the Thunder.
Yeah,
right.
I was watching that.
But it's a guy next year. Wembayana.
Oh, I know who you're talking. That
He's
guy's
like-
supposed to be a beast.
Yeah, he's like 7'3".
This draft was good.
Yeah, he's supposed
Next
to be like,
draft, that's the guy.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
The centers are coming back, baby. The 90s are coming back.
Right? I hope so. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Just.
And I hope we get punching in the
Giants.
face again.
Oh, that'd be great.
Instead of just like guys like pressing their heads against each other, yelling.
Kissing.
Yeah. This looks like an MMA fight where
Yeah.
you're like, no, fucking swing at him.
Yeah.
Come on. Get the fucking.
As good as I think
Tech.
Wembayana is gonna be,
Mhm.
the Knicks should stay away. The Knicks have never had good luck with French players.
Well, they have Fournier.
Okay, that's okay. Well, drafting French
Oh, okay.
players. Remember Frederick Weiss?
No.
So you know that really infamous picture of Vince Carter dunking over somebody in the Olympics,
Okay.
like cleared him.
Mm-hmm.
That's Frederick Weiss.
Okay. Yes.
So that was the Knicks had drafted him. Then
Mm-hmm.
that happened, and then he just stayed in France.
Hmm.
He was just like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna stay over here where it's safe."
So wait, he just left a
He
contract.
never came over.
Wow.
And then obviously Nicolina, that didn't really work out for us.
Hmm.
So, as good as Wembayana could be, and I don't think the Knicks are gonna get the first overall pick anyway. I mean, they might,
Mhm.
but I mean, if there's a chance, if they do,
The Knicks never get it. I don't know why. They could be the
They've only
worst
gotten it
team in
once.
the league, and
They've
they
only
just
gotten it
never
once.
get it.
they got it the first time, and that was it.
When was that?
85 when they took Ewing.
That's it. That's the only time you ever.
That's the only time, and even then,
That's pretty
there's a-
crazy. Like you
there's
should
a-
just give it to them.
yeah.
Because like I don't know, isn't it in the league's best interest to like kind of help New York out a little bit?
I'm glad you said that
You know?
because the conspiracy theory is that the NBA rigged the first ever draft out lottery so the Knicks could get it. Never heard this theory?
No.
Oh, it's called the frozen envelope theory. So back then,
Mm-hmm.
it was an envelope, and it was like one of those like lottery things that you just like turn and everything flips over. So according to a lot of people, Bill Simmons included,
Mm-hmm.
that envelope with the Knicks name in it was frozen so that David Stern would reach in, feel for it, and feel the cold one and pull the Knicks name out.
Oh.
And it was the first ever draft lottery. There was no question it was going to be Patrick Ewing.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's what happened.
And you still couldn't get a
So if you
championship.
watch, you're right. If
You
you
cheated.
watch,
You cheated using chemistry.
right. If you
You s-
watch that draft lottery,
Mm-hmm.
you kind of see David Stern feeling around, but that could
Oh,
just
yeah?
be like whatever. He's just like, trying to make not to take the top one,
Mm-hmm.
but that's
That's how they did the first overall pick. It was just like, whatever one I pick.
Yeah. And then
Ah.
they'd pick it out from there. It was 1995.
I think that's a foolproof way to do it.
I think every team, they should rotate. Every team should get the first overall pick, right?
So when it's your year, it doesn't
It's
matter
year.
what your
Doesn't-
record
yeah,
is.
exactly.
That's an interesting way to do it. But
Yeah.
like, what happens if you're like Golden State and it's just your year?
It's just your year. But
You
think
could also
about it.
always trade it too.
Right, but it's also like it would come around once every 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
So once every 30 years, think
You're
about it this way.
guaranteed.
You're guaranteed a first overall pick.
Well, then you don't get like what Cleveland got, where they got like 5
Yeah.
in like 6 years.
Well, fuck them.
Well, no, I'm saying that's good.
Yeah.
It's good that those same team doesn't keep getting
Right.
it.
Like,
Because what they got what? Bennett, Wiggins, LeBron, Kyrie, right?
yeah.
And they were all first overall picks,
They were
weren't
all
they?
first overall picks.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And they're all pretty close together.
Yeah. Within like
Within-
15 years.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
And Cleveland's not a city anybody gives a shit about.
No.
So why are you cheating for them?
Right. They keep trying to revitalize the city of Cleveland. Fuck it.
Wow,
Stop.
it's on fire always.
Yeah.
Fuck that city. Have
Yeah.
you been to Cleveland?
No.
Cleveland stinks. By the way, I will be in Cleveland. I've been to Cleveland. It fucking sucks.
I've never been. I'm
Oh.
trying to think if I've ever even been to Ohio.
I mean, there's no real reason to.
I'm gonna. My girlfriend's from Columbus, so I'm gonna have to go at some point.
All right. Well then, yeah, I'll give you some names of some people that
Yeah?
might be able to book you.
Okay,
Yeah.
that'd be good.
Yeah.
I'd go
Not
down.
right now, but
Yeah, well, yeah.
'cause I don't want you fucking animals
Right. Just
hitting up my boys. Anyway.
Fucking. No, yeah. I think there was when they were good doing away with when they changed the draft odds.
Mhm.
They were like people were like throwing out ideas like this is how. So that was one of the ideas that I thought would have been good. Like
Mhm.
the first overall pick, every year it's somebody different.
Which also means that every team has a chance to be the next big thing.
Right.
And then you keep your free agency and your trades
Yeah,
and shit
yeah.
like that. So but at least, every year somebody has their chance to hit
It's
the big.
too outside the box though to do that though. That's not
Yeah,
like
but one good year or like one good stretch from a player can make your team successful for
Yeah.
30 years.
yeah.
Like Golden State is going to have crazy fans for the next 50
Oh, yeah.
years
Yeah.
because of what's been going on.
Like drafting and developing Steph Curry has been like better for the city of Oakland, and now I guess they've moved. But like than anything, think about it. Like if they weren't,
He got them out of Oakland.
yeah,
That's great.
And Joe Lacob bought them. Like a lot of things. Like New York is one of those. Like nothing is gonna change for New York because it makes no
Yeah.
sense for
That's true. The city
for-
doesn't really need it.
right.
But
I think the NBA
there's so
needs
many Knicks fans.
it. I think the league needs it.
Right.
I think the league needs
Here's another thing. Knicks don't have any issues with sales either.
No.
So
They sell out
it's
every
like
night.
doesn't matter if they suck.
Yeah.
The Knicks are doing fine. Probably the Liberty even does fine.
Yeah.
And then they have the Rangers who are always in it, or at least somewhat. And then that venue it has all of its concerts, its
Yeah.
comedians come by, whatever else is going on. So I guess there's no rush to get the Knicks to be successful unless you're talking to Knicks fans.
Yeah.
But imagine how much money you're going to make having Knick playoff basketball
Oh yeah.
and getting them to at least the second round.
The Knicks being good is better for the league.
Yeah.
It's so good for like the year they won 54 games with Melo a few years back. Like that was so good for the league because one, you get Knicks fans back in, and then you get Knicks haters in.
Yeah.
Like not for nothing. Like
That's good because what's great is like Boston's good right
Yeah.
now. New York is they're starting to be good. The Lakers just won a championship. There's no reason for them to not be good. They just
Right.
kind of aren't. So and then you have like teams like the Spurs or like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But the Dallas Mavericks are good. The high market teams are good again, or at least they could be contenders in some way. But the Lakers is just I blame Russell Westbrook. And then you do have other teams that kind of deserve their chance, like the Milwaukee Bucks. That's always a good city. Philly deserves to get in there. But so in the East, you have New York, Philly, and Boston. If all three of those teams are good, your whole East Coast is set.
Yeah.
You don't need Miami, Atlanta, fucking Charlotte. You don't need that shit. And then on the West Coast, you want your LA team. You want
Golden State.
now Golden State. You
Yeah.
want Texas or
Yeah.
Dallas. And if those three teams are going good, then let's say those 6 teams are all contenders, that's the best the league's going to do.
Yeah.
That's my theory.
Yeah.
I had nothing
agree.
really to follow up with that, but
No. I think the thing too is you look at like Brooklyn,
I think they were supposed to replace the Knicks.
right? But you even though they kind of stumbled and whatever, like I think it was still good for the league because they kind of like played that villain role.
Yeah, I
Not only was it an East Coast team, but they were the villains. Nobody liked them.
right. It's not weird that nobody liked them,
Yeah.
but they had the three greatest players, like so three of the greatest players we've ever seen.
Yeah.
But they're also three of the most polarizing players.
Yeah.
People don't love Kevin. Like you either really love Kevin Durant,
Yeah.
or you can't stand him.
And I can't stand him.
Right, you're a hater.
Yeah.
Kyrie, I like Kyrie, but he also could just decide he's not a basketball player and that he's
Right.
a philosopher for
Yeah.
a whole season
Yeah.
and whatever. And then James Harden is always in trouble for something.
Yeah.
Which is, you know what's weird? James, they call him a ball hog and they say like, oh, he's just out for the money and all that shit. He doesn't care about anything. He takes pay cuts. He's taking like
he's
three
taking
pay cuts.
Yeah, he's taking a pay cut to stay in Philly.
Yeah, he's a triple double machine when
Yeah.
he wants to be.
Yeah.
So now it's like, well, did everything we thought about James Harden, was that just false? And when he went to Houston, he was only a ball hog and a crazy scorer because he had to be.
Yeah.
And
That's exactly what happened.
Right. And it wasn't because he just was a ball hog.
Like people when he left OKC and went to Houston, people were like, "Well, he just wants to be a ball. He doesn't want to be a ball hog. He wants
to win.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be a sixth man.
Right.
He doesn't want to be the third guy behind Durant and Westbrook.
Exactly. And
So then he goes to Houston and there's nobody else to do anything, so he has to do everything.
right.
Like, oh, he's a ball hog. He's not a ball hog. He's just.
Not at all.
And then the money, it was just he was getting paid what he felt he was worth.
Mm-hmm.
Then he goes to from Houston to what? To
Brooklyn.
To Brooklyn. Okay. I don't know if he wanted to go, to be honest with you.
Well, he got fat on
Yeah.
purpose, right? He forced his way out.
Yeah.
But
I don't
you
know if he
think-
wanted to go to I don't know if he wanted to go to Brooklyn per se. He just wanted out of Houston because
Right.
it became a bad situation.
Right. Well, Miami was in that race too
Yeah.
for a second. They were like, and I think Houston offered like, hey, for Tyler Hero
Mm.
and like a couple picks, like, well, you can have James Harden, and that in my community in the Miami Heat Twitterverse,
Yeah.
it was a lot of controversy. You know, because a lot of people were like, "Fuck Tyler Hero, bring him in,"
Yeah.
and all other people were like, "I don't know if I want that guy." One, he got fat on purpose, clearly.
Yeah, you don't you like if there was if he had gotten out of Houston a different way,
Yeah.
rather than sit on the bench and get fat, if he had done something differently, I think it would have been it would have been seen differently. It would have been seen in a more positive light.
I think so, but I guess Houston just wasn't willing to get rid of him
Yeah.
unless it was like, well, he can't run.
You're right.
You know, he showed up bloated from alcohol and strippers,
Yeah.
and he can't score, he can't run around anybody.
Yeah.
He's nowhere near the guy with the mohawk that we saw
Yeah.
that was just balling out on everybody. Couldn't get out of the second round because he didn't have any teammates around him.
Yeah.
But imagine that. He's taking you to like what games 5s and 6s by himself.
Yeah.
Against like Golden State.
Was it against Portland where like Dame hit that crazy fucking buzzer beater?
I think that was the first round, right?
Yeah. That like
Fuck Dame too. You know, I'm tired of him.
are you?
Here's why. He stayed. He signed, he signed another extension.
Yeah.
Ride it out and just fucking go. It's not going to happen there.
Well,
Nobody wants to go to Portland.
he's loyal.
Don't you want to win? Stop talking about how you have championship blood and then you.
Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Like
You're going for the money. Bradley
Yeah.
Beal's the same shit. Like
Yeah.
everyone likes the two of you,
Yeah.
and wants to see you guys win championships.
Yeah.
I want to see them win championships almost as much I want to see my team win a
yeah,
championship.
yeah.
Go somewhere. I don't care where it is you go.
Yeah, then it's not guaranteed, you know. I don't like where's he gonna go that he's gonna like okay.
The Knicks.
But then okay, here's the thing. Let's say Dame leaves. Now here's the thing. Kevin Durant has ruined it for everybody.
Yeah, I
Kevin
mean,
Durant has ruined free agency for everybody. If you're a superstar, you can't leave. Because if you leave, people are gonna be like, well, you're ring chasing.
yeah. Well,
You
there's
almost have to go to a team that's just as bad or worse than
Mm-hmm.
the team you're already on.
right. Well, Kevin Durant likes to think. I think he's saving franchises. Golden State lost to LeBron, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then they get Kevin Durant, and then they just bully LeBron James for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then he goes to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And I think he did say something like, "I want to develop a team. I want to build a franchise."
You're right.
And he still hasn't built the franchise.
Right.
He put all the pieces in place, but I don't think he's a leader.
No, he's
I think
not.
that's the problem.
He's not. He's definitely not a leader.
Right, because he let Kyrie do whatever he wanted. He let James Harden do whatever he
Yeah.
wanted. Like, there's injuries all over the place.
People don't want to play with KD. People want to play with Steph Curry.
You don't think people want to play with KD?
No. I think people want to be on the team so they can win. I don't think people want to play with him.
Right.
Is playing with KD fun? You think?
I guess. I mean, like if I'm going back to like OKC,
Maybe back then.
maybe because like he wasn't the shot caller guy.
Yeah.
But I mean, the three of them were great, but he overshadowed the two of them
Yeah.
pretty heavily.
Yeah.
And then when when they either left or he left, they both turned out to be triple double machines. And you're like, oh, so OKC actually did build a crazy team.
Yeah.
And he just wouldn't pass the ball. He doesn't play defense. He doesn't pass the ball.
No.
He'll
Funny
get
'cause
his
he
40
used to-
points, but
he used to defend. Early on in his career, he defended, and then it was just like, all right,
Just
I
stopped.
don't need to do this anymore.
I've been going back and forth on my opinion on that because I do think when you're an offensive powerhouse, maybe do save some energy and don't play as much. Don't play no defense.
Right.
But save your energy for the offense.
It's like Donovan Mitchell. The knock on Donovan Mitchell is that nobody wants to trade for him, or at least the Knicks don't want to trade for him because he's a defensive liability. He's not a defensive liability. He just saves all his energy for offense.
Mm-hmm.
You look at Donovan Mitchell, his first year or two, he was pretty good defender.
Right.
He just chooses not to
Right.
because he's
Well, not
dropping
everybody
30,
could be
30 a
LeBron
night.
James who could do both somehow.
Right.
And even LeBron can't do everything.
Like
know.
the only
kinda
other
guy.
person besides LeBron that could do both is Kawhi, and
Right.
he's a broken. Like
he's all injured.
yeah.
He has to take breaks.
Yeah,
So
because again, like you said, not
Jimmy
everybody-
Butler's one of those guys.
right.
Where it's
But
like
there's only so much you can do.
right. So I guess like the answer is have like one or two offensive monsters, and have other people focus on something like defense.
Well, that's how it's always been. It's always like that's how. I mean, you look at the NBA. Every championship team
Mm-hmm.
has one or two offensive guys, and then like the guy, the stopper.
Right.
Like you look at Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
At some it was Draymond. At one point it was probably somebody else. Like the Spurs, those Spurs teams of like the late '90s, early 2000s. There was always somebody. There was Bruce Bowen or something like that.
Right.
You know, like those Bulls teams had Pippen and Rodman and guys that they could. Pippen could go off for 30, but he was gonna give you 20, but he was gonna defend the other team's best player. Even
Right.
Jordan was an amazing defender.
Right.
So I don't know why all of a sudden people think they can reinvent the wheel. Like it's just okay. Not every like the Nets, for instance. You got KD, you got Kyrie.
They had no defense.
No defense.
That's why they lost.
Yeah, Bruce Brown was the only one that gave a fuck.
Right.
Like
But there's nobody else. I mean, you had Drummond, but he wasn't there very long.
yeah,
And he's kind of old too.
yeah,
I
Blake-
like
Blake
Claxton.
tried.
Claxton
Yeah.
got hurt.
yeah.
Blake tries, but Joe Harris, I get. Joe Harris is like Duncan Robinson. Though.
Yeah.
They're the same similar thing. Like
Yeah.
if they'll go off for 30 points just from the 3, but if they're not hitting that shot, they're hurting you bad.
Yeah.
So it's like, is it worth? Do you think it's worth it to have that specialized shooter?
Not anymore.
No, right?
Not anymore.
Especially
There was
because
a-
everyone can hit the 3.
Yeah, 10 years ago, yeah.
Right.
Like again, the 54 win.
10
Knicks.
years ago, you want JJ Redick.
Yeah.
Now you're like, man, I don't really.
Yeah.
Everyone can hit.
Like that 54 win Knicks team had Steve Novak. That's
Right.
all he did. He just corner threes.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't going to defend. He wasn't going to do anything else. He couldn't pass.
Right.
He couldn't rebound.
But there's other people on the team, so you weren't really paying that much attention to
Right.
Steve Novak.
Right. You had Melo you got to worry about. You got Amari you got to worry about.
Right.
So
Tyson Chandler was on
Tyson
there.
Chandler, yeah. So you're not worried about Steve Novak. Nowadays, everybody can be Steve Novak if they want to.
Right.
So you're like, you don't
Well, you
need
have
a
Jay
Steve
Crowder,
Novak.
you have PJ Tucker,
Yeah.
you have fucking Bobby Portis.
Yeah.
There's plenty of guys who do that
Yeah.
because it's a very valuable thing. The thing of those 3 guys, they all defend. They're all very
Also
good
that.
defenders.
Like you look at the Peyton Pritchard. He's a guy who could be a Novak type, but he also does other things.
Right.
Marcus Smart, if he wanted to, could be like that.
He showed some offense. I always looked at him like I was like, this guy just defends, which is he's a young Pat Bev.
yeah.
But in this playoffs, I was like, oh, he plays offense.
Yeah, if he
he
I
needs
think
to.
That's the thing about the NBA when you really think about it. All these guys, if they wanted to, I don't think there's a player in the NBA that couldn't, like, if they really wanted to, go off for like 30 a night, because they're like you're in the NBA for a reason.
Right.
Like
you can
they're-
all hit.
Yeah, it's just you focus on this one thing. Like Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, I mean, if he wanted to, he could drop 30 a night in the paint.
You think so? Kind of small.
Well, here's the thing. All of his points come from putbacks and offensive rebounds and things like that. So, but I think I'd like to think that he's in the NBA because he's skilled.
Right.
I can't like it's just
You
it's
need
like
the skill
It's
player.
like the idea that it's like, all right, the worst player in the NBA would bust any one of our asses. Like,
Yeah. You ever see that video? I think it was Brian Scalabrine.
yeah,
And he was like, I'm still closer to LeBron than you are to me.
right, yeah, exactly.
I'll still ball out on
Yeah.
you.
That's the thing. Like we like like I see people, on social media, like Reddit, things like that. People talk shit about NBA players. I'm like, at the end of the day, when you really think about it,
Yeah.
like the worst NBA player, like in a pickup game, was dropping 40.
Yeah. Well, they're all the best player that ever came to their town.
Right. Yeah.
So even like the worst, NBA player.
Yeah.
If he's from, I don't know, fucking Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah.
He was the best player in Mobile,
Yeah.
Alabama.
Exactly.
So maybe relax, buddy.
Like, yeah, I mean, it's true for I think it's obviously true for every sport if you think about it. Like I sometimes I think about, like, if I was like an NFL player, I was just like bored and I would just show up to a flag football game. I would just embarrass everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you weren't even a running back.
Yeah,
You're,
yeah, yeah.
you're like defensive lineman.
Yeah. But I just happen to run like a 4.6. I'm like, that's insane. The fact that
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
slow
crazy.
to those guys.
Yeah.
To you.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm by far the fastest guy here.
Yeah. So okay, the whole talks with KD getting traded have slowed down. Do you think they just
Yeah.
stay?
Yeah, I think so. Because they don't owe him anything. They could just be like, no, I'm not going to trade you.
Yeah.
Fucking show up and play.
And especially
Don't be a
because
bitch.
other teams are like, we're not giving you what you're asking for. Other teams are like, because Brooklyn says they want like 2 all-star caliber players.
Right, but then KD wants to go to a team with 2 all-star caliber players.
Yeah.
So you need 4 all-star caliber players. The only team really is Golden State.
Yeah.
Like who else? Maybe, excuse me, Boston. But why?
Yeah,
why would you do it?
We just beat you.
Yeah. No, we embarrassed you.
Yeah.
Why would I want you?
Yeah.
Hmm,
That's the thing. KD's also what, 34?
I think that sounds right.
Yeah. Like,
And you've had bad injuries.
Yeah.
Like you're still an offensive monster. Sure. But
how many more years does KD have?
what
4?
maybe. I say maybe 4.
Right.
If he stays away from injury
Yeah.
and doesn't do anything crazy, which means he's just going to be a big shooter.
Right.
Kind of is that.
He's not playing to 40. He's not pulling a LeBron.
doesn't
Nobody's
have
pulling
it
a
in
LeBron. LeBron is a beast all to his own.
Right. And even like you could see him slowing down,
Yeah.
but like he'll get there, I think.
40? Yeah, he'll get to 40.
What's he now? 36?
38.
38. Oh,
Yeah.
so he's got 2 years. He
Yeah.
can do it.
Because he's waiting for Bronny. He's waiting for his son.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that.
I can't
either.
wait.
You want to play 1 year with your son,
Yeah.
I guess.
I can't wait.
I mean, that'll be interesting.
Oh, great story.
Yeah.
Bronny throwing lobs up to his dad?
No, LeBron's not gonna. I think it's
You
gonna be
think he's got the
LeBron
ups?
throwing lobs up to his son.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, Playing- it's a handing of the torch.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I would want to see. I wouldn't want to see Bronny making LeBron great.
Okay.
I would want to see LeBron making Bronny great.
The
I would also love to see a coach trying to tell Bronny what to do, and then walking to the other side of the bench to talk to his dad, and he's
Right.
like, "No, do it this way."
yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, he's like, no, don't listen to that guy.
Yeah, he's a placeholder.
Yeah. I think it'd be great. I just like the only time in sports I've ever remembered that something like that happening is when Griffey came up and played with his dad for like a season,
Mm-hmm.
and like, but his dad was like broken at that point. His dad was like, I'm not.
Yeah, he's like, "I'm done. I'm just
out
collecting
here."
checks."
Yeah.
If you were an athlete, Stan, would you just stay forever?
Yes.
That's what I would do.
Keep collecting those checks.
Right, just until the end of time. I don't
Yeah.
care what people say.
Yeah.
I'll just
Drag me off the court.
yeah. And then you know what? Give me a coaching job.
Yeah.
Or a training person job,
Yeah.
practice squad, whatever it is.
Or do you pull a Barkley and go to meet? That'd be cool.
You like to do media?
Oh yeah.
I would want to do media if I got to be Skip Bayless.
No.
Here's why. I want the smoke.
Okay, but
I want to not watch
would
anything.
would you,
And then just say, "Look on James," and then make people go like, "He actually averaged triple-double this year."
Right, yeah.
Yeah, but he's not in the playoffs. Well, it's because the team sucked around.
Yeah.
But, skip. What is
my
that?
favorite part now is when now JJ Redick is on ESPN and he's just like making Stephen A look stupid.
Yeah,
Oh,
because I don't
and
like any of those guys.
Yeah, like there was a point when Stephen A was good at his job.
Yeah.
But that's not what people want anymore. People
No.
want hot takes. People want
Entertainment.
which
Yelling.
is stupid.
Yeah. Was Stephen A. Smith, does he come from a family of preachers?
I don't know. He's from Queens though.
Oh, he's from maybe. Okay. Well, I guess maybe not. But there's a piece of me that's like he has like preacher energy.
Yeah, 100%.
Or maybe that's just how he studied it. Because like the same way like Sam Kinison
Yeah.
is very different for a comedian.
Yeah.
But and then you find out like, oh, he was a preacher and
Yeah.
his father was a preacher.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, that's actually really cool.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe he's got that in him.
He might.
You know who I was annoyed with? I'm glad they're separated now. It was Kellerman. Because
Yeah.
he tried to match Stephen A.
He
And it was dumb.
I prefer Kellerman because Kellerman is actually like he's speaking
knowledgeable.
facts. He knows what he's talking about.
Right.
But like
He tried
when
to out entertain.
Yeah, nah. Just be who you are.
Right.
Like I liked Kellerman a lot when he was like,
Just a boxing guy.
yeah. Like cuz you was like you learn stuff to listen to Kellerman.
Right.
But like the funny thing is he knows other shit. He's just
Mm-hmm.
that was his thing. Like,
I don't like his face.
well, I get it.
He's got the same thing with Ryan Jostling, where it's
Yeah.
like you have a dumb face
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little bit, and I
Yeah.
don't like it. Like, I don't think there's anything there.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I could talk to Ryan. Is it Gosling or Jostling? Gosling.
Yeah.
I don't think I could talk to Ryan Gosling and go, "Oh, this is a guy who knows his shit."
You're right. He's also
About-
Canadian.
Yeah, but there's something about like how like their face moves.
Yeah. yeah.
Is it a French thing? Is he French?
I don't know.
If you're Canadian, you're French. That's what I say.
Is that all across the board?
yeah.
Might as well be, right?
Yeah, if you're Canadian, you're
Yeah.
French. I don't care.
I
I don't trust white French.
No.
No.
I mean, they're all. Are there any? Well, I guess they are.
Are there any white French people?
No, I mean, not all of them.
Is that what you were going to ask me?
No, I was gonna say, are there any black French people? But there are.
Yeah, there's lots.
Yeah,
There's lots of them.
but there are more white French people than
Way more.
because they're Europeans.
Yeah, they're Europeans and there's something just off.
Yeah.
You know? They really like each other.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Or they really like themselves.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't like that.
100%.
You know? I spoke to a French girl after a show recently.
Yeah.
And I was only intrigued because at first she was Australian. And then she goes, "Well, I also grew up in France, and I'm
Oh, I don't
half
like
French, you know, down under." And I'm
I don't
like,
like that at all. That's weird.
yeah, she's telling me about how great France is and how like people mature there early. Like you can be in your like teens and 20s, and you're still smoking weed at 4:00 in the morning, but
Yeah.
you're like talking about like society and rights and
Yeah,
politics.
they're very aristocratic.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't want to hear it from you. That's what
Yeah.
it is. And I don't think you're right. I think you're just pretentious.
I feel like that about British people.
They're the same people.
I feel like British like I do this bit where I you ever seen that movie The Gentleman with
No.
Matthew McConaughey?
No.
So it's basically he was like an American, but he lives in Britain and he's like a drug lord or whatever.
Okay.
And the guy from Sons of Anarchy is like his like number 2.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's all British people,
Mhm.
and then like the guy from Crazy Rich Asians who's also British.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a gangster too, and then he's attacking some guy, and he's like, next week you owe me double bubble, and I'm like, if anybody ever said to me that I owed them money, right? If I owed somebody money and they said you owe me double bubble,
Mm-hmm.
I don't owe you money no more. I'm sorry.
Right.
That's just. I feel like as a black guy from New York, I could go to the UK, find the black part of
Mhm.
the UK, and be like, all right, I'm here, guys. I'm gonna take over. I own this now.
Huh.
Like it's just. I just don't like.
Okay.
Like Lennox Lewis, one of the greatest boxers of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I saw an interview after a fight with him, and he was like, "Yeah, I busted up the old chap," and I was like, "I could fight that guy. I could definitely, I could beat the shit out of that
I don't
guy."
think so, man.
Lennox Lewis, I would beat the dog shit. I would.
You'd beat the dog
I
shit out of
would-
Lennox
I would
Lewis.
beat the bricks.
Right.
Old chap, fuck out of here, bro. You're not calling me old chap and beating me.
That's what they do. And they fight like this.
Yeah.
They go, I fight crocodile.
Anybody from Great Britain, I challenge you to a fight, and just off the strength of me being a New Yorker, I'm gonna fuck you up. That's it. I put
He doesn't even
challenge
claim
out.
America. He claims
Nope.
New York.
Yeah, just off the strength of me being a New Yorker, I'm gonna fuck you up. Anybody from the UK, you come over across the pond and challenge me to a fight, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm beating the brakes off you. Where's Lennox Lewis? How old is Lennox Lewis these days? That's it. I'm putting it out there.
I want that to be the clip, and while you're talking, I want to put up pictures of different
Great-
English prize fighters.
Yeah. So that's it. I'm putting it out there. Let it be known.
All right. We're at an hour.
Yeah.
So I guess let's
some plugs in?
let's get some plugs in, I guess, and let's try and roll this one out. We're
Yeah.
giving you guys behind the scenes.
Yeah.
We're trying to roll this one out quick, huh?
Yeah.
What do you got?
What do we got? Tonight it doesn't matter, but tonight I'll be at QED. This week, I've got Tiny Cupboard. Thursday night, 8:30. Come to that. I've got Pink Frog coming up
On the 30th.
on the 30th.
Yep.
So that'll be a good time.
Hell yeah.
Do I have any other spots? I don't think I have anything else going on. Father Knows Best. Every other Thursday when I'm not at Tiny Cupboard.
Nice. All right. I got Wednesday, Young Ethels at 8 o'clock. The 15th, July 15th, we have Muscle Fest. You going to come to Muscle Fest?
When is that?
July 15th.
Maybe. Yeah. When is that? Where is that?
And it'll be in Staten Island.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
Come to Muscle Fest, bro. The 19th, I'm at the Grayson. It's a Mackenzie Graves show.
Yeah.
Is it a
okay.
good show?
Yeah.
Nice. 29th, I'm at Prototype 237 in, what's it called? What's that fucking really
I have no
shitty
idea.
city in New Jersey?
They're all
It's in New Jersey, Prototype 237.
okay.
And then 30th, Pink Frog. August 2nd, Big Wave Comedy.
Okay.
And August 23rd, Young Ethels again.
All right. Maybe
Guys-
I'll come to the Young Ethels. This is on Wednesday?
Oh, yeah. Come by.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything
Oh, yeah.
going on.
They yelled at me the other day because they were like, hey, you go a little long with your show. And I'm like, that's why I always pick the last time
Yeah.
because I'm going to throw everybody up.
Yeah.
But, yeah, come by.
All right.
Guys, goodbye. Thanks to Grove 34.
Yeah.
We're loving it, and we're here to stay, baby.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Good night.
Sweet.
How do we turn this shit off?
I don't know.
Do we just hit this thing? Rob! I'm going to keep doing it into the microphone. Robert. Riggle.